I don't know why I thought I could watch The Three Lives of Thomasina. I can't watch sad animal films, and basically from the first scene, it's a sad animal film, and I will be honest, it's very sweet and very moving if you can stomach this kind of thing, but I will never watch it again because it's just far too emotional for me, particularly as a cat addict. The Three Lives of Thomasina is a Disney film that was released in 1963, directed by Don Chaffee, written by Robert Westerby, and based on the book Thomasina by Paul Gallico. I haven't read the book. If you've read it, please feel free to let me know how it compares to the film. The reason I was drawn to this, aside from it being a Disney film, is because it stars Matthew Garber and Karen Dotrice, who played Michael and Jane Banks in Mary Poppins. They were also in the Gnome-mobile together, and I thought I'd see them in their third film together, The Three Lives of Thomasina. And I have to say, they're adorable. Matthew Garber's little Scottish accent is so cute in this. It's absolutely adorable. And basically, this is about animals and how they bring people together and what they mean to people, largely told through the perspective of the children, who, of course, are very fond of the animals, and in particular, Thomasina. Thomasina, we were told, is so called because when the family first got her, they thought she was a boy and called her Thomas. And there's a pretty interesting line where it's kind of narrated by the cat, but the cat doesn't talk, but the voiceover narration is the voice of the cat, and the cat says when the family got to know her better, they realised she was a Thomasina, and I love that. I thought that that was adorable. I kind of like the fact that it's in part narrated by the cat. It works very well, and this cat is absolutely adorable. Thomasina is this beautiful, ginger, fluffy cat with a gorgeous little face. I don't know, I imagine they didn't use just one cat. I assume that they used multiple cats. Either that or this is a very special cat, but the cat's sitting at the dinner table wearing a bib and it's sitting in a basket, and there's this scene where Dotrice puts a bonnet on the cat's hat, and the cat's not like reacting negatively, it's not trying to get away, but its facial expression does say, "What on earth are you doing to me?" And it is so precious, and moments like that definitely make it easier to watch. There's also, so basically it's about this cat who like dies, then comes back, and it disappears, and they think it's dead, and then it's back again, and it's a very fascinating story if you can stomach sad animal stories, but as I said, I can't. There's also a character in this who they perceive to be a witch. The children are very curious about this woman, and I found her to be really delightful. I really thoroughly enjoyed this character. And just the number of animals in it, the sheer number and variety of animals made it so beautiful to watch. As a child, I would have lapped this up because some of my all-time favourite films from my childhood are animal films. I'm not sure at what age I stopped being able to watch these films. I'll be honest, had I known this was a sad animal film before I started watching it, I might not have been so keen. But at some point in my life, I stopped being able to watch them, but definitely had I seen this as a child, I would have devoured it constantly. Would have absolutely adored it. It is a very well written film. It's quite magical. It's definitely a family film rather than just a children's film. I think there's something in there for everybody. As I said, the voiceover dialogue for the cat is very cleverly written. It's a beautiful film. I can't fault it. It is a little bit cheesy and it does feel a little bit like it's got a low production value at sometimes. You know, it doesn't feel like it was ever going to be a blockbuster. We're not talking the same caliber as Mary Poppins, put it that way. But it is sweet, heartfelt, moving, emotional, very well acted, of course, especially the children. I think they're an absolute delight. I will never watch it again. It's as simple as that. I can't bring myself to watch it again. But as a child, as I said, if I had this on VHS, I would have burnt through that tape. The Three Lives of Thomasina definitely moved me. It's a very, very sweet film.